everyone. Welcome to another Safe at Home Westwood family game night. I'm so glad that you joined us. Hey, if you haven't checked out our other games, feel free to open up YouTube and watch them anytime. And if you have already, maybe you can challenge some new people and get extra points because you already know the answers. Well, tonight's game is going to be Bible Baseball. And I'm so excited about this because, well, there's not really any sports going on. Here's how Bible Baseball is going to work. I am going to give you 4 questions that you have potential to answer. If you are able to answer the 1-point question, it's like you got up to bat and you hit it and you made it all the way around the bases. If you are able to answer the 2-point question, well, then it's like there was already somebody on first and you hit it and you both score. The 3-point question, well, that means that you hit a triple. No, not a triple, because a triple you'd only get to third base. It means that there were 2 people on the bases and you hit it and all 3 of you scored. And if you answer the 4-point question, that's a grand slam. The bases were loaded, you knocked it out of the park, and you got 4 points. So, I will put the questions up. I'll give you a little bit of time to look over them and talk over them as a family, and then I'll give you the answers, and you keep track of how many points you get. Ready? Play ball. 1 point. How many books are in the Old Testament? 2 points. Who helped carry the cross of Jesus to Calvary? 3 points. To what city was Peter brought to see Cornelius? Grand slam, 4 points. Who was added to the apostles by casting lots? Did you figure out your answers? Okay, well, here they are. See how many points you got. How many books are in the Old Testament? 39. Who helped carry the cross of Jesus to Calvary? Simon of Cyrene. To what city was Peter brought to see Cornelius? Caesarea. Who was added to the apostles by casting lots? Matthias. All right, here comes the second inning. 1 point. My father once started to offer me as a sacrifice to God. I had twin sons. My wife's name was Rebecca. Who am I? 2 points. During the triumphal entry, what did the people wave? 3 points. In what city was a council of the apostles and church leaders called to discuss Gentile believers? Grand slam. To what land did Moses flee after killing an Egyptian? All right, let's see how many points you got. My father once started to offer me as a sacrifice to God. I had twin sons. My wife's name was Rebecca. Who am I? Isaac. During the triumphal entry, what did the people wave? Palm branches. In what city was a council of the apostles and church leaders called to discuss Gentile believers? Jerusalem. To what land did Moses flee after killing an Egyptian? The land of Midian. What's your score so far? How are you doing as a family? All right, here we go. The third inning. 1 point. How many sons did Isaac have? 2 points. Where was Jesus when he was arrested? 3 points. At whose home was Peter staying in Joppa? 4 points. Grand slam. To which specific individual were the books of Luke and Acts written for? All right, here come the answers. How many sons did Isaac have? 2. Where was Jesus when he was arrested? The Garden of Gethsemane. That's a hard word to say. At whose home was Peter staying in Joppa? Simon the tanner. To which specific individual were the books of Luke and Acts written? Theophilus. All right, we're halfway through our game. How are you doing point-wise? Here we go. 4th inning. 1 point. Which prophet said to God, "Here I am, send me"? 2 points. Who of the following was not king when Isaiah was a prophet? Uzziah, Herod, Ahaz, or Hezekiah? 3 points. Whom did Paul call his son in the faith? Grand slam, 4 points. Who opposed Peter to his face about how he acted with Jews and Gentiles? All right, here come the answers. Check and see how many points you get. Which prophet said to God, "Here I am, send me"? Isaiah. Who of the following was not king when Isaiah was a prophet? Uzziah, Herod, Ahaz, or Hezekiah? Herod. Whom did Paul call his son in the faith? Timothy. Who opposed Peter to his face about how he acted with Jews and Gentiles? Paul. Okay, here we go. We are in the 5th inning. If you haven't tried to go for some of those Grand Slam questions, now would be the time to get some extra points. 1 point. How many temptations of Jesus in the wilderness does the Bible tell about? 2 points. Where did Jesus find Peter, Andrew, James, and John? 3 points. Fill in the blank. Christ came into the world to save, and that's from 1 Timothy 1:15. Grand slam, 4 points. Who was Abram's son by Hagar? answers? Here we go. How many temptations of Jesus in the wilderness does the Bible tell about? 3. Where did Jesus find Peter, Andrew, James, and John? Fishing by the Sea of Galilee. Fill in the blank. Christ Jesus came into the world to save sinners. Who was Abram's son by Hagar? Ishmael. All right, we are into our last inning. Here we go. 1 point. Name 4 men from Judah who requested to eat only vegetables and water rather than the food from King Nebuchadnezzar's table. 2 points. Name the 2 tribes of Israel not named for Jacob's sons. 3 points. From what place did Jesus ascend into heaven? Grand Slam, 4 points. Paul told the Philippians to do everything without doing what? Okay, last round, answer time. Name 4 men from Judah who requested to eat only vegetables and water rather than the food from King Nebuchadnezzar's table. Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Name the 2 tribes of Israel not named for Jacob's sons. Manasseh and Ephraim. From what place did Jesus ascend into heaven? The Mount of Olives near Bethany. Paul told the Philippians to do everything without doing what? Complaining or arguing. All right, did you knock it out of the park? Hey, I had a lot of fun playing Bible baseball with you. I hope you will join us again next week for another Westwood Safe at Home Family Game Night. Bye.